I'm back. We are doing a video number 2. I've got like little sticky notes here. I took off my glasses. I feel like there was a glare that was happening, so I don't know, maybe I'm just being paranoid. But today we are talking about budgeting with a consistent income. This is way easier, you know. I don't know how other people feel, but I've come to the place where unless the income gap is crazy big, I would rather have a consistent income with a little less money than have an inconsistent income with a little bit more money. I just prefer consistent income. I'm a woman, I need security. I just want to know exactly when, where, how, and everything. So first thing about budgeting with a consistent income is automate everything. Put everything on auto pay, okay? If the money's making sense, if the cash flow is matching, and you don't have to have a second, third, fourth, fifth job, or, you know, side hustle, whatever. If the money's making sense, automate every single thing. I know what people typically say, and if you're comfortable with this, have a checking account that's just for bills, or an account that's just for bills. Have the money direct deposit into that account, and the bills come out of that account. Every single paycheck, just like a circle, okay? Moving round and round, round and round. When you don't have enough income, auto pay is the scariest thing. So let's just say you don't quite have enough money. You have a consistent income, but you don't quite have enough money to meet all your bills. Just see which bills do you forget to pay. Which bill is always last on the list, you know, which bill is consequential. That's another one. If the bill's consequential, or which bill do you just kind of forget? For me, it was my phone bill. It was my phone bill. I feel so sorry for my phone because you guys are like, you don't care about your phone? I do. It was my phone bill. My phone bill was the bill I always forgot. It was the bill that I, you know, would always find myself scrounging. I would always get a message saying, hey, you know, your service is about to blah, 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 blah. Even when I had, I remember when I had T-Mobile, I had 1 month where I look up and I'm like, damn, it's been 2 months and I haven't paid my bill. So it was definitely my phone bill. Sometimes that happened with electric and water. I no longer have to pay water and electric. I would just forget. So those bills that are not big, but you would just forget, put them on auto pay. Most of the time, the reasons why you forget those bills is because the bill date is not consistent. And also the, you can't move it. You can't move it and say, hey, can all my bills come out at this date? Those ones will get you, but just do your best. Do your best. Again, that's why the budget with the dates is helpful. Put everything on auto pay. Just know, hey, I need to have $50 ready for my phone bill, or $100 ready for my phone bill. Whatever your phone bill is, whatever your internet bill is, figure it out, right? The thing is also automate your savings. When you're in this phase where you, and I think for both, whether you're budgeting with or without consistent income, listen, you need to have a minimum amount that you save, even if it's just $10. You do not know how many times I've gone in and seen a $10 savings become $100. You know, $10 saving become $200. It's a little bit, but it goes a long way. So do it, you know, do the Roth IRA, do the, you know, small savings. It will save your life one day. You will use it, you know, so have a tiny bit of a savings. If you say, I can't spare nothing, but once in a while you get a coffee, or you know, that money that you used to eat out because you're too tired to cook when you get home, or you're too tired, that little $5, just automatically redirect it at the beginning of payday so that you can figure out the rest while you're at home. Automate as much as you can. Your monthly goals, your weekly goals, automate that, automate your bills. Yeah. If you have consistent income, look at the annual view of your income. Please look at those numbers, okay? I think income in this country is $50,000. So, and gross, right? 50,000 is gross. So look at your income, your $50,000 income. If you make that, if you make less, if you make more, look at your income, look at what you actually take home after taxes, after benefits have been taken out, everything. What is your take home check that you take home that you have every 2 weeks, every month, every week? Look at that check, then blow it out over a year. Because sometimes we waste money, not waste money, but misuse money on certain things because we undervalue it on a week-by-week basis, on a 2-week-by-2-week basis. But a year long, I think someone said a year long of saving $25 will get you to 10,000. Like a daily $25 is 10,000 at the end of the year. So really think about it, look at it, see that 1 year goal, and then to challenge yourself even further, blow it out five years. The hardest thing about blowing up income for 5 years is income changes. For most people, it changes every year, every other year. Hopefully it's growing, but even if it's going down, but hopefully it's growing, you're able to see that, oh my God, if I can maintain just this income, if I'm maintaining this income, I can accomplish so many things in a year, and I can accomplish that in 5 years. Do the math. Sit down and do the math for each expense. How much money are you actually spending on rent? How much money are you actually putting in your mortgage every year? How much money are you actually spending on electric and gas annually? You know, make sure you know those annual numbers. It's just a good insight, you know. Money is someone said, I was listening to a podcast and I don't remember who said it. They said money is a cruel mistress. You gotta watch her, because as soon as you look away, she's gone. She's gone. And watch your benefits as well. Your benefits with your company, your I think I've talked about this before. Watch your benefits, your 401k, your pension, your health benefit, your dental plans, your vision plans. Watch them. Are they making sense for you? I remember one of the first things I dropped after working one of my earlier corporate jobs. One of the first things I let go was vision insurance, because they were charging me $10. They were charging me $10 a month for vision insurance, and to go see the doctor was $120. Now, here's the thing. The benefit of this is supposed to be bigger, and it is. You pay vision insurance, you go see your doctor for $120. You pick out a pair of glasses and they cover like half, right? So I remember they covered half of my glasses that I bought at the time, and I paid another $200. And their prescription wouldn't let me get contacts. So that the exam they covered did not cover contact lenses. So I just felt like, and so after that vision experience with vision insurance, I had spent like $300 and something, right? Yet if I did it by myself without vision insurance, one, I'm not forced to go to whoever they want me to go to, whatever is considered their thing. And then secondly, I could get a prescription for contacts, because what was the point of me they're spending $65 to get my eyes checked, but if I wanted a contact one, I would need to pay $120. So I was like, you know what, let me just take this $10 that I'm spending every few weeks here, and that I'm spending every month, and that's $120. 10 times 12, $120. I'll go get my prescription. It's gonna be for both glasses and contacts, and go buy, a box of dailies and a pair of contacts off of not a pair of contacts, a pair of glasses off of like Glasses USA or Zillow or whatever, wherever people get glasses from. That's like online, so much cheaper. And then the other thing that I have is move the due dates for the bills. If the credit card company, typically the banking institutions are the ones where you can move things. If they want their money typically on the 22nd and it doesn't work for you, ask them to move it up. They will move it. They will change it. This one you don't even have to ask. You just go to your little app in the bank and you're done. It's easy. So please budget for those big things that you want to do. I'm talking about save, I guess is what I'm saying. Budget and save for the vacations. Budget and save for furniture. Oh, girl, I'm talking to myself. For the furniture pieces you want. Budget and save for that, because you don't want to swipe a credit card for those things. I think for most people, if you have consistent income, inconsistent income, I think credit cards are meant to be for emergencies. Somebody said you only use a credit card for money that you do have. Me, back in the day, even till now, when you don't have a solid emergency fund, I can see how people end up using credit cards as emergency funds, especially if you don't have a network of people that you can borrow money from, that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole different conversation. But you want to minimize, the value of budgeting is it's going to minimize how often you pick up the credit cards. And then if you're really disciplined, it's going to make sure that you pay back in real time every time you swipe. So every time you swipe a card for the points or whatever, you pay that money back immediately. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. It's so difficult. I think most people are really scared to budget, because some people budget down to zero. Like, they budget down to zero. I'm like that sometimes. Budget down to zero to the point where there's nothing. Mostly because what's coming in is not enough to cover everything that needs to go out. And you end up sitting there with no emergency fund. Like, you're just like, I don't have an emergency fund. And I want to say, you gotta build the emergency fund separately. So you cannot just wake up and have $100, $1,000 emergency fund off of your paycheck every single time. The $1,000 emergency fund gets built up. The $6,000, the $15,000, the $20,000, depending with what your expenses look like, right? The emergency fund is a savings. It gets built up bit by bit. So don't be too hard on yourself if every time you're like, I just got my money. You know, I just got my 10 grand, 5 grand, 2 grand, $100. I just got my paycheck and I've now got $0 left. What do I do? The emergency fund is built separately, and usually it sits in your savings account that is linked to your checking account. One where you can move money immediately, not the one where you need 3 days. But yeah, that's it for now, for today. I will see you in the next Money Monday video. Bye.